Hi, Gemini-cancer. Welcome to your timeless astrology tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle, for those of you that might be new. And I thank you so much for tuning in and being here with me in this moment for this look into how you're being cosmically guided and influenced in the now moment. Again, this is timeless, so whenever this finds you, it truly is meant to resonate with you. And I thank you guys so much for your support, okay? Make sure you just take what resonates with you, leave the rest. And if this live repopulates in your feed at a later date, make sure you tune back in because I guarantee you we're going to talk about some things in this reading that could definitely support you a couple months down the line, all right? Hi, Solar Moon Vision. Thanks for being here, love. I hope you were able to figure out the Patreon thing. Let me know that, okay? Feel free to comment or send me an email. Okay, and we can figure that out, all right? But thank you so much for being here, love. Okay, so first thing is first. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm in the US, so you should be able to use, general whatever payment method you kind of feel comfortable with. I know that you can set up Apple Pay if you have it. I think PayPal as well. If you don't want to like put in directly any sort of like card or account information. Yeah, I'm so sorry that occurred. I don't know why mine would show up in UK because I definitely have it set to USD because that's where I am. I'm not in England. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I sent you a message back there, Solar Moon, on your comment. I think I found an article too about reactivating payment or just like having payments decline in that way, and hopefully that might help. It might more or less be either like a setup issue with your account and or something you might want to reach out to Patreon directly about, because I definitely have patrons from all different countries that have been successful to kind of get in. So I don't think it's like a currency thing. But yeah, I hope we can get that figured out. Again, you can feel free to email me and we can tag team it and figure it out together. Okay, love? But thank you so much for your interest in joining our Patreon community. I appreciate you so very much. All right. Okay. All right, Gemini Cancer. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Solar Moon. I think it might be. And you might have to reach out to Patreon about that directly because there's everything should be set for USD, okay? But all right, we're going to get into this. We are going to burn the root chakra here for you, Gemini Cancer. It feels like that's just what's necessary. I definitely feel this. I'm hearing the word alarm and calm. Whether someone's like calm demeanor is alarming and or an alarm's going to go off, something could occur where you need to stay calm. Warning signs could be showing up here, okay? I just heard red flags. Okay, so there's red. Alert. Like there's something that you need to maybe pay attention to here, Gemini Cancer. Really tune into and not ignore. All right. I also was getting something in your meditative session about mirrors. You could be shopping for a mirror. You could maybe want to get a new mirror. Maybe the way that your mirror is facing in your room is actually something about the way a mirror is facing in a room might need to change. My mind is blanking on the feng shui direction for mirrors in bedrooms. I know you should never have a mirror face the window. I know that for sure. I think it should always face west. I think. Don't quote me on that. Maybe you want to do a little research on how to face or place your mirror in a bedroom. Something about that. So with mirror could come distortions. So Neptune could be connecting to you here, Gemini Cancer in the now moment. or there's a reflective period that you might find yourself in right now, and there's a need to really hone in on what you see, what draws your attention from this reflection, what kind of stands out. Okay, I just heard calm before the storm. So yeah, there could just be something coming here, Gemini Cancer, that's going to either put you in a position to have to reflect quite a bit around maybe what you want, what you desire, root chakra, what security means to you. There could just be a little bout of insecurity that comes in, whether this is emotional insecurity, financial maybe. Maybe there's a little bit of instability in the home, or like something that might make you feel like that's about to happen. But again, I get a bit distortion. So that might not be what actually occurs. But yeah, it's something like, oh, okay, I just started showing the cracks. So yeah, it's something that's about to happen here, Gemini Cancer, that's going to show you where the cracks are in either your own vision of self, in your own connection with yourself or with spirit. Like, finally seeing the mirror for the cracks is what I just heard. Rather than focusing on the shattered pieces, it's like paying attention to the splits and how to kind of mend them, or where did this split off? What was the... that's interesting. Yeah, it's like there's something about the cracks. Okay, so maybe like a little bit of like a breakthrough, right? Like cracking or breaking the soil, kind of like when a tree root grows under a sidewalk, it could kind of lift it up a little bit. Root, yeah. Okay. All right, let me go ahead. Let's just light this incense. Hey, Queen, thanks for being here, love. Good to see you. Not to face the bed, got you. Or face you while you're sleeping. Yeah, that sounds right too. That sounds right too. Oh, solar moon. I did want to say, I know that Patreon has gone through like a whole system wide, like website app update. It could be a bit of a glitch from that, like remnants of that. But again, you can email me and we can kind of tag team and figure this out together, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get your incense lit. And then I am going to sound our singing bowl 1 to 3 times, depending on how I intuitively feel guided to, okay? This would be a moment here, Gemini Cancer, where you would want to get centered and get grounded into your own energy so that you can absorb and connect with the messages that are truly for you, and not take the messages that are not for you in this very moment, okay? Whatever breath work, prayer feels right and best for you, go ahead and get started. And then we'll get a little deeper into the channeled messages, and then we'll see what the cards have to say, okay? Okay, Gemini Cancer. I just heard sealing. Yeah, you could definitely be sealing some sort of cracks in the surface, cracks in your armor is what I just heard as well. Cracks in your vision. Something that has been broken for a very long time, I feel, Gemini Cancer, is on the mend, or will begin mending itself soon. You're definitely in a healing season, or a healing season is coming in for you. What else? Okay. We've got the third house. There you are, Gemini energy. Early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. So healing things that you learned early in life that maybe came from a very distorted place, or things, distorted images or distorted understandings or concepts you've absorbed from the people around you. Could be what you're being asked to unlearn in this moment. All right, we've also got Capricorn here. Ambition, realism, and methodical steps. What else is going on here for Gemini Cancer? Capricorn could be your third house. Okay, could also be your 12th house energy. Yeah, you're definitely, I feel like this is just going to be a running theme for a lot of the collective right now, but going through the transcendence of karma, leaving out or closing out karmic cycles, entering into new ones. Okay, we've also got the moon, we've got Uranus and Virgo, so you could have a Uranus and Virgo placement. You could be a Virgo moon. You could, your third house could be in Aquarius. Your 12th house could be Virgo, which would make you a Libra rising. Jupiter here. Radically changing and satisfying emotional needs, nurturing self and others, integrity, reverence, and service. Thank you. And Chiron healing. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. And you got the 5th house, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. Whatever happened here, Gemini Cancer, that disconnected you from your creative flow, especially with the moon out here, your feminine energy, regardless of your gender, that is what's on the mend. Something definitely hurt your feminine energy, or that's why we're probably doing the root chakra here. It's this sense of safety that's been at question. I do feel like you're being called to stay integritous around something, or hold something sacred, or have reverence towards either that part of yourself, towards the healing process you're going through right now. There's value that needs to be placed on your emotional needs as well. Maybe there have been some things that you journeyed into for the sake of your ambition. I almost get like a reconnecting with your inner child here is going to be very, very crucial, because Virgo brings that sense of purity a little bit, innocence. And for Chiron, and then the 5th house, which is your child energy, natural ruler Leo. Your Chiron could be in Leo, which would be, I think Chiron represents Leo and Sagittarius. Wounded warrior, like 9 of Wands. Oh wow, I've noticed the wings in the background of this Virgo card, but they really just called out to me. It's almost kind of like that's what you're regaining. If maybe you felt like circumstances that you've experienced kind of clipped your wings in a way, yeah, made you grow up quick, or there's this sense or feeling of a lost childhood, or not having a full childhood, and dealing with the hurt from that. I do get that verbal communication, and I don't mean to trigger anybody, okay? And again, if this gets a little too deep, you're always welcome to watch it at a later date, okay, Gemini Cancer? But I feel like there was a little bit of verbal abuse that you endured here as a child, that kind of shut off your creativity, or made you shun away from a natural creative force within you. You might find that you suddenly have the words that you didn't have, regarding a particular situation. Finally ready to maybe express yourself, express the hurt so that it can heal. I do feel like some of you maybe went through a karmic cycle where you were challenged in the sense of maintaining integrity, staying in servitude, keeping a sense of gratitude and balance, not doing to someone what someone did to you, like not necessarily reciprocating in that way. Yeah, there's definitely going to be something that shifts, a major shift happening for you here, Gemini Cancer, where you might finally be able to kind of connect the two dynamics that you're connected with, Gemini and that Cancer. So the mind, third house, Cancer, fourth house, home, the moon. Finally being able to talk about something, like finally being able to have the words or feeling courageous enough or brave enough. Yeah. With the fifth house, confident enough to do something different, change your perspective around something that then ultimately turns this hurt into healing. That's, I feel like, the biggest thing for you right now. There is hurt turning into healing. Because you're either speaking up for yourself here, Gemini Cancer, which could be radically different from how you deal with the people close to you. Yeah, I do feel like this sense of family is involved here somehow, some way. Your emotions need to be heard. Your emotions need to be heard. It's like you need some play here, Gemini Cancer. You need to activate that inner child and let them just kind of run wild a little bit. Maybe you grew up under a strict household as well with this Capricorn energy. Maybe there were a lot of expectations placed on you at a young age, or how you learned to view the world was void of emotion. It was void of feeling. It was void of tenderness and care. It was like harsh world, harsh reality. This is what it is. You know, no hugs, no nothing like that. Like something could feel like that because they're showing me concrete again and cracks. Like that foundation is cracking. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. You're reaching a very pivotal point here in your growth, Gemini Cancer, where you are kind of shedding the skin of the child you were conditioned to be, the person you were conditioned to be, and stepping into who you truly are without apology is what I just heard. And that's where I think this confidence, this fire, this Leo, this sun energy, fifth house energy is coming in. So yeah, radical change. And this could even be how people are viewing you right now, Gemini Cancer. Maybe over a short stint of time, I'm hearing maybe 6 months to a year. You've done a lot of beautiful healing, the hurt that maybe weighed you down. And people are seeing a very radical change and shift in your energy. Yeah, okay. Let's see what's directly influencing you. That's just kind of the energy around you. Thank you so much, Divine. Hi, Paula. Thanks for being here, love. Oh, I don't know what that means, but okay. Thank you so much, Spirit. What are the direct influences here for Gemini Cancer in the now moment? Direct cosmic influences for Gemini Cancer here in the now moment. Saturn. Yeah. There's that restriction. There's that Capricorn energy. What else? Directly influencing. You have a sextile. Okay, a combination of tension and flow, potential in a rewarding situation, and you've got Pisces. So there could be some sort of sextile between the North Node and your Saturn placement right now. So you're feeling challenged with stepping into your purpose, feeling challenged with holding compassion or building or maintaining intimacy, maybe even feeling a little challenged in trusting your intuition at the moment. There's that distortion, that Piscean energy, Neptune. Yeah. And so there's a good and a bad to this tension. There's a light side, bright side, shadowy aspect to whatever this distortion might be. Because it's like, I feel like in one way it served you well, but then it kind of damaged you in another. Yeah, in one aspect of life, and maybe in career, it's like that toughness, that strictness, that Saturn. Maybe you had a Capricorn parent or a parent who had a very strong Saturn placement or Saturn energy. Saturn's like the grandfather energy for me. So it's just kind of like quiet but stern, a force that's really felt, doesn't have to say much, you know not to play around, you know where your limits are at, right? Like something definitely limiting. And maybe this is just self-limiting beliefs around intimacy, around your own intuition or your ability to hold compassion for yourself or for others. I do feel like that's what the Piscean energy is kind of encouraging you to do. It's like, despite the tension, stay in the flow. Despite the tension that Saturn is bringing, yeah, you got opposition at the bottom of the deck. Despite the opposition, stay in your flow. Imbalance, a point of tension, a power struggle. There is a silver lining to this energy, Gemini, Cancer, and I can't pull out of that. There is a silver lining. There is a happy medium, a compromise, something that you can gain from this tension, from this power struggle. I do feel like it could just be higher knowledge around yourself. It could also be like a plan, like, yeah, Virgo energy and that Capricorn. It's like, what are the practical steps that I can take to step into maybe your North Node energy, or to shift the energy, or to kind of absorb the lesson from Saturn so that you can move on and move forward. I do feel like there's this vibe of like being in that energy for too long, or you feeling that way. It is right in divine timing, but it just maybe feels like you've been under Saturn's thumb for a while and you're ready to flow. You're ready to kind of get movement and not be restricted. There could just be a move that's happening as well for someone out there. I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles in my mind's eye, so you could get an opportunity to move cities, move states, move countries. Because there is something that is either opposing your natural flow of energy that is environmental maybe, or in pursuit of that flow, you might be taken to a different horizon, a new land, a new place. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. Clarify what's going on here with Saturn for Gemini, Cancer. Why is Saturn here in Gemini, Cancer's energy? The Ace of Cups. Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work, and patience. So this could be all centered around self-love here with the Ace of Cups. Definitely feeling restricted emotionally. Could be a bit of a challenge for you right now, getting in tune with your emotion. Yeah, it's like bridging the gap between your two dynamics, between the mind and the heart. Okay. Yeah, air and water could be very significant. You could have a lot of air and water in your natal chart. If you guys don't know your natal chart placements, I do have free calculators in the description box below for both Vedic and tropical astrology. Tropical astrology is considered Western astrology, and it follows the Gregorian calendar. Vedic astrology actually follows and tracks the placement of the sun, the moon, and the planets in real time. So it is a little bit more complex to understand. There's a lot more charts over there at Vedic. So if you want something kind of basic and very simple, if you're a beginner, I'd start with your tropical and Western. Okay. But again, that's linked in the description box below. Tell me about this Ace of Cups and why is Saturn restricting the Ace of Cups? The Lovers. Oh my. Yeah, there you are. You feel restricted from love, Gemini Cancer? Like this Ace of Cups is out of reach, or it's hard for you to feel compassion or find compassion. Oh yeah. This is where the crack is happening. Got it. You maybe poured a bed of cement on top of some sort of feeling, some sort of emotion. Yeah. You buried something here, Gemini Cancer, and it's coming back. It's resurrecting in your energy right now so that you can heal it, especially with Saturn and Pisces, two heavy hitters when it comes to karma. Got the Knight of Cups. Wanting to be free to flow, wanting to be free to move. This is Piscean energy. And you're showing up here in the Lovers. You are the Lovers card for me as a cusp reader. Clarify the tension and the flow here for Gemini Cancer. Divine, thank you. Five of Swords. I think it's just your beliefs around love. What do you believe you're worthy of? What do you believe true emotion is? Yeah, here's your second ace, the Ace of Wands. You're not trusting spirit. You're not trusting a sign. That's what it was. Yeah, red flag, alert, alert. Getting your attention. Pay attention, Gemini Cancer, and you're fighting it, or it's a little difficult to embrace it. The tension, Five of Swords. The flow, the Ace of Wands. Okay, what's the reward? Oy, I just saw, what was that? Judgment, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Swords. With the Ace of Swords, there's your third ace. The truth shall set you free of this tension, of this battle, of this war, of this challenge. Almost like a chip on the shoulder here, Gemini Cancer. Now, mind you, y'all, this could be somebody connected to you, okay? This could be somebody who you hold dear and near to your heart that's experiencing this. Take it as it resonates, okay? Clarify the Five of Swords with the Ace of Wands for sextile. Oy, thank you. The King of Wands. Yeah, so you're definitely challenged with taking inspired action. And that's the Ace of Wands. It's like the divine is trying to give you direction, or the divine is giving you this spark of energy, or again, inspiration, a new idea. And it's like, take action on it, but you feel restricted. And it's a restriction in the mind with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, Aquarian energy. Yeah, I just get that you're like, I don't know if I can trust this Ace of Wands. I don't know if that's really what spirit... Oh, some of you are starting to hear spirit. Yeah, you're starting to hear spirit. And it's like, I don't know if that's me talking to me, or if that's source talking to me, right? My soul talking to me, my spirit, my higher self. So you might be struggling with discerning the voices. Okay, and that's all right. Trust me, baby, we all go through it. But the King of Wands being here, and again, it did flip out like this, which would say challenge. It's being confident. That's that fifth house energy, King of Wands. It's being confident in what spirit is downloading for you or handing you. Yeah, intuition. So yeah, okay, thank you, Spirit. Tell me more about this Piscean energy for Gemini Cancer. Whoa. All right, with death here, Gemini Cancer, I do have to say this could be an Ace of Wands coming from a passed on loved one, with the Sun here as well. They could have been a Pisces. There's that Leo energy, fifth house energy again, right? The innocence, the child on the horse, the white, the freedom, the purity. Solar power, but Sun also represents spirit, the light you hold. And this is so interesting. Yeah, This man in the death card has half a mask cracked, right? Some sort of ego, some sort of identity could be shifting and cracking again for you. Who you thought you were meant to be could be shifting and changing. Maybe you truly are King of Wands, or it's time to activate your King of Wands. Maybe you're headed down the path of the Emperor. Again, regardless of your gender, we all have to go through it. You've got Temperance, there's that healing, and the Eight of Pentacles. Growing your intuition, growing your trust in spirit, growing a deeper and more intimate relationship with source could be at the forefront of your energy right now, or something that you're being asked to do by your angels, your guides, your ancestors. Temperance, like I said, yeah, this could definitely be a passed on loved one. Definitely could be a passed on loved one coming through here for you, Gemini, Cancer. My condolences if this is recent. And even if not, my condolences. I send you love. Losing a loved one is never easy. You could pray to this or ask for this ancestor to intercede on your end, or this passed on loved one. You could have recently had a moment of speaking to them and talking to them, and maybe that's where the Five of Swords, because yes, the Five of Swords could be deceit and, you know, half-truths and trying to discern what's what. But I also kind of get the energy, especially with the water in the background, I don't know if you guys can see that, that there's some sort of energetic flow. Like there's it's a lot happening. It's trying to discern the voices. Yeah, I think in my Native American tarot, the Five of Swords is called the spiritualist. It's the woman who can talk to the spirit realm and the answers. That's what I mean. It's like, who's speaking, who's talking, who's here with me. Or you maybe even actually had a spiritual experience where you had a conversation with a passed on loved one. Like you could kind of hear their responses. So you could definitely be tapping into some clairaudience here, Gemini, Cancer. That could maybe even be the opposition. Like, I don't know if that's what I'm really hearing. I've never had that happen before, right? So you could be new to that. Welcome to the tribe, okay? Definitely a little trippy once it starts, but you for sure will get used to it if you embrace it, okay? Yeah, I get that a spirit guide, a newly found spirit guide, or a passed on loved one is really trying to connect with you, but you might just be a little afraid. And that's okay. Or again, restricting yourself. It's not practical to think like that. Like there's a part of you that could be struggling with that a little bit. And that's okay. Others of you, I do feel like there could be something in your career or work here that could be transforming for the greater good. You've learned all that you've needed to learn. You could have hit a ceiling, and or it's time for you to expand your horizon or expand your knowledge. So if you've been thinking about like getting another degree or going to get some sort of certification, I'd say that, yeah, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I would say go for it. King and Queen of Wands out here with the Six of Pentacles. It's going to feed the fire. It's going to feed your spirit. It's going to expand your intuition, your connection in a way that could be a little unexpected, that Uranus energy. Whatever this is, maybe this is you pursuing a whole new career or a whole new revenue stream, or again, going for something different. Like whatever you're doing now, what you'll be doing maybe 6 months to a year from now could be radically different. Way more in the spirit, or way more led by spirit, which gives you a little bit more reward. Yeah, there's the rewarding situation, the Six of Pentacles. Balance, reciprocity. Bringing something to the table in a sense, or again, it's this feeling like what you're putting in, you're also getting out. Okay? And maybe that's the blessing. You could be in a situation where there's a lot of power struggle, where there isn't that Six of Pentacles types of balance. You help me, I help you. You support me, I support you. You know, I think that's something that's very important for you, Gemini Cancer. That camaraderie and or some sort of teamwork is crucial. This could be something you're learning about yourself, that you don't, yeah, you're not really interested in doing some sort of power struggle dance with somebody, or it doesn't, yeah, I just kind of get like you really just want to do your work, do what you have to do, focus in on whatever it is that you're working on, not really deal with maybe the politics around something, or you could feel a little misunderstood too by someone close to you or in the workplace. People don't understand why, yeah, maybe you're not as social as everybody else at work. I mean, yeah, there you go. Definitely could be work. 3 of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're doing, being in the 8 of Pentacles, it could feel like, oh, you don't want to mingle. Oh, you don't want to connect. And it's not that. I just think you... genuinely just might not be interested in that type of thing. Or again, it's like, if this is work, you're not really at work to technically like make friends. You're there to do what you got to do and get out. Kind of a vibe is what I get from you. Yeah, Emperor. Definitely. This could also be a power struggle with a boss, possibly. Someone could feel a little threatened by you. Ooh. In the workplace, there you go. Taurus, Gemini here for Magician energy. And we did see 3 aces. So your last ace, which would be that Ace of Pentacles, could be what's about to come in for you to create a whole new reality. Yeah, that could be the Magician as well. Taking all of the 4 aces, creating a whole new world. Whole new path for yourself. Clarify the Magician energy for the connection between Saturn and sextile. Yeah. 7 of Wands. Wherever you're doing now, it's almost like protection and preparation. You're building up some sort of strength here in order to really step into this King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy. You got the 7 of Cups and the Page of Wands. So we've seen almost the whole court of fire here. Yeah, there's that Capricorn energy and the Fool right after. And the Moon. What's in between that? Oh, wow, the Empress and the 2 of Cups. You are about to head into a situation here, Gemini Cancer. An opportunity is coming for you to step into your Empress energy. Yeah, it's like you're breaking ties with this devilish energy here and connecting with people who are kindred at a soul level and or don't disturb your soul as much as your current environment or this current power struggle. I also get the vibe that if you apply optimism towards a situation, it'll break you free. Your belief in your own power, your belief in your own connection to spirit. Yeah, the Page of Wands is the throne of the Ace of Wands. It's like, yeah, it's you coming out of that 10 of Wands energy. Learning what's yours to carry, what's not yours, how to kind of like, yeah, for some of you this is work, like how to not bring work home, how to set healthier boundaries. Protect your magic, 7 of Wands, the Magician. Clarify the energy between sextile and Pisces here, Divine. Thank you. For Gemini Cancer energies. Oh, Moon wanted to come back out. Okay, so again, Moon could be in Pisces. There could be some sort of sextile with your Moon placement in Saturn right now. or they could be at opposition. Yeah, something don't sit right in your soul, Gemini Cancer. And I get you trying to figure out what is rubbing you the wrong way, what just feels off. And I think you're going to get the answers pretty soon. But it's almost like the answer is embedded in your intuition. It's like you have to trust what you sense from your spirit. Three of Pentacles, yeah. Okay, I did hear like hidden enemy in the workplace, so just be careful here, Gemini Cancer. Someone could also feel like you're like a know-it-all, is what I was kind of getting off the King of Wands. And it's not that, it's like you just know, or you're really good at strategy or sensing or getting like a good read on people, or you're becoming really good at that. Yeah, now we've seen the entire court of fire. This is a lesson in learning how to trust your instincts, or you're in a situation where your instincts are crucial. They are on point, but you have to trust it. Okay. Yeah, Gemini Cancer, I would say that this season is about building a deeper intimacy with your spirit and really tapping into that magician energy, that co-creative process. Yeah, you got the star card at the bottom. I know that's right. Yeah. Anything that's presenting some sort of a power struggle is trying to tell you something about your energy or who you are. And I think that's what the divine is like, alert, 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 red flag, red flag, red flag, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Some environment that you're in or someone that you're connected to or something that you're dealing with is restricting your flow of love. It's restricting the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups. You either don't feel safe enough to be vulnerable with, like within a work environment maybe. This could also just be bringing up some trust issues. A lot going on here, Gemini Cancer, okay? But the reward that you gain out of this tension is stepping into the King of Wands, or getting closer to that path of the King of Wands, or growing that energy, expanding that energy. Like I said, we've seen the entire court plus the ace when it comes to fire. You also could be moonlighting as a job, like maybe you do something during the day and then you do something that could be like a passion project at night. And maybe it's like you wanting to build something off of the passion, because you feel a call. Yeah, like I said, your North Node. Stepping into your purpose. Okay, we're going to see what the star holds for you and a little bit more about this power struggle in the extended over on Patreon. That link is in the description box below. Yeah, we're going to pull some more tarot over there in the extended. We're then going to see what the highest vibrational outcome of this energy will be for you, Gemini Cancer, through the soul. Is it soul destiny? Sacred destiny, excuse me, the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And we're going to pull some manifestation practice cards here that'll give an affirmation and a manifestation task or ritual for you to kind of embody the energy of that affirmation. All right, and hopefully that will help you kind of navigate this tension and flow between Saturn and Pisces, or Saturn and your moon. Okay, feeling restricted in the soul. Like we're going to get a little deeper into that and what that means for you. But if any part of this portion of the reading resonated for you, Gemini Cancer, I'd love to hear it in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here. I appreciate your time. I thank you for allowing me to read for you in this moment. And I do hope that this reading served you well, okay? All right, Gemini Cancer. Yeah, I feel like we're going to get into some good stuff in that extended. So let's head over there. It will also be live. Keep in mind, just like this, we'll just kind of literally pick up where I'm about to leave off here. But I thank you guys, and I will see you all in our next one. Thank you again, Queen. Thank you, Pola, for being here. Thank you again, Solar Moon. All right, we're going to figure that out. And thank you to everybody else who tuned in here live. Hi, Coco. Thanks for being here, love. Good to see you. I appreciate it. Yeah, beautiful. All right. All right, Gemini Cancer. Love you lots. Namaste.